difficult and not many people beat it.
Well, we're bringing it back, and we've raised the intensity level.
We introduced it at 2K Community Day a few weeks ago, and our first victim, challenger, was none other than Red City Boy. Let's see how he held up. So, Red City Boy's been building as my player, but I have a little challenge for you, and this is going to be fun because this is the first time he's on the sticks of NBA 2K20.
Yeah, first time ever.
So here's what you gotta do. In a blacktop game, 2-5 against Anthony Davis, you have access to any player in the game. All-time teams, classic teams, current NBA players. Who's it gonna be?
I'm thinking Magic right now.
All-time Magic's not a bad choice at all.
Let's see how it goes.
Here we go.
Let's see if Magic got the moves, man.
All right, let's see. So here we go.
Gosh. I got D, baby. Oh my gosh, I hit me that. Let's see that. Ooh. Oh yeah. He going,
nice change of pace.
Oh, yeah.
Look at you.
Got it.
All right, 1-0.
Into the movement real quick.
Rhetorical question, but you know what I love about Che Hornet?
Ooh, his sense of style?
No,
game
that's a
tonight.
good guess.
His name?
Wrong again.
His sense of the moment.
Ding, 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 correct! Pigeons loose, the bells ring, confetti flies. This kid is not shying away from anything. And you've seen that over and over again during this recent stretch of hot play. No moment's too big for him, and that's why this front office is so high on this kid. Look, all apologies to D'Angelo Russell, but Che might have more ice in his veins than anyone else in the league right now.
He's a...
Clap your hands, everybody. You got what it takes. 'Cause I'm K.O. Rex and I'm on the mic and premieres on the ground.
Visit the team's website for more information for availability of any future games. Phoenix Suns igniting the future.
I never won a Grammy. I'm a man only. Not the only. Keeping me competitive. The mic was better way to pass. Girls go in. Jackson's always around. And the sauce gets hot around. The party gets light.
Ladies and gentlemen, a reminder to come to our water bottle promotion coming up. Every fan will receive Suns logo water bottle.
Moments away at Talking Stick Resort Arena, downtown Phoenix. The Timberwolves taking on the Suns. For the Minnesota Timberwolves, they have been building confidence with each and every game. Every team they face knows they in turn have to bring their best if they expect to beat them. Suns, Timberwolves. Coming up next. Don't go anywhere. It's NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We're glad you could join us on this exciting Friday night matchup. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony as well as Brent Berry. And we'll be catching up a bit from the sideline with David Aldridge. Hey, Dave.
Well, if you...
Terrific attitude. It makes him very tough to handle. David, thank you. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. You look at Minnesota, a terrific position for them as they hold up that illustrious top spot, but it's a long season, as we all know. And checking out Phoenix, not really any threat right now as their record showing a lot more losses.
And seeing where the Suns are, they haven't gotten anywhere near where they wanted to be this season. Pretty clear there's a big talent gap between them and the true contenders.
Well, you hope that they realize that and they have some self-awareness, but can they win some games, carry some positive energy, maybe some momentum into the offseason with which to build on?
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. They've got Shea. Towns is out there with Marcus Morris. Then it's Culver, and it's Walden in at the 3, the small forward. And for Phoenix, Boudier out there with Booker. Then there's Favors. Then there's Oubre. And it's Ayton in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And so it's Minnesota with it. And tonight a matchup of inexperienced teams, young ball clubs. Brent, talk about some of the challenges that come with coaching a team so young.
I think the idea for most of the coaches is they see it in the eyes of the players. They want everything now. They want it so fast, and they're not quite sure about the steps to get to the end game. That's the most important thing for coaches, to talk about the small steps throughout any given season that the coach can put in front of them. And some of those challenges, you find out also which of the guys are willing to accept the team challenge as opposed to the individual.
But challenging nonetheless in every way.
Oh, yeah, and for 8 months of it, Kevin.
Yeah.
So get ready for massive parenting for the year for this coaching staff.
Good on the shot.
That's exactly what you want Moutier doing, seeing the open man and firing that pass over to him for the clean look.
Brown against Moutier. Takes the 13-footer. Shea with the bucket.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Here's Moutier. Rebound, Minnesota. They come in fresh off a win against the Warriors.
Yeah, let's give a shout out to their defense in that one. The intensity, the shot blocking, just a dominant performance.
Yeah, last game was pretty impressive stuff on that end of the floor, just getting up near shooters and blocking as many shots as they did. Interesting that Phoenix has gone through all these different iterations since the loss of Hall of Famer Steve Nash, but this young core potentially coming together where they've bookended their front court and their back court with Ayton and Booker.
Now here's Moutier. Last time out he had 13 points, and it's Ayton missing.
And so far the team just 1 of 5 and that rim shrinking.
And once again off the mark by Minnesota. Well, Brent, looking at the Suns' future, Ayton's development could really determine how far they rise.
I think it's not all on his shoulders, but certainly as a big guy out there, to have a presence on a nightly basis and some consistency is the challenge for DeAndre Ayton. He has all the physical tools and by all accounts has the work ethic to go along with it.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Both free throws good from Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
Here's Brown, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Shea's got 5 now. For Phoenix, they've gone just 1 for 5 from the field to start the quarter. Knocked away. Moutier looking around to the inside. Here's Favors, and Derek Favors with the slam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Last time they met was in Minnesota.
And the last meeting of these two teams, they were really sharp defensively, disrupting the flow of their offense and causing a ton of turnovers.
It was definitely that defense that carried them to that huge win that night. You have to figure they'll be primed to wreak even more havoc here in this one.
Here's Culver following the basket by DeAndre Ayton. And that one's good to go from Shea.
How about that? A mid-range Jay. Shea's got a little old school to his game.
Moutier pass to Ayton. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one is on Towns.
And when you watch DeAndre Ayton, you really are just floored by how he moves. The amount of speed and agility he has for a player as solid as Ayton is doesn't come around very often. Traditionally, that's how you want to finish the break, right at the rim.
Yeah, anything other than a layup in that situation, probably disappointing. Had numbers, took advantage.
Now here's Favors. 8 points his last outing. Ayton inside. Towns on him. Ayton dishes to Favors. And the shot goes in. And those physical attributes of Ayton are so imposing. Greg, who does he remind you of?
I mean, for current players, you see a bit of Embiid and how they both move so fluidly for 7-footers. From the past, I see a bit of David Robinson in his game.
For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Oubre on the wing. Ayton finds Oubre. Good ball movement here by the Suns. For three, Booker. They get it back, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Towns.
A moment to check out DeAndre Ayton here. Last season, he played outstanding. 8th in blocks, 10th in rebounding, and a great touch around the rim. Top 15 in field goal percentage.
Great anticipation and timing. That's how he ended up a top 10 shot blocker. Here's Brown. Here's Culver. And he banks in the layup.
And how about the balance there from Culver? Really good at staying in control despite the D being all over him.
Oubre outside. Pass to Booker. Brown against Moutier. 6 to shoot. Here's Favors.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. And it's Shea missing.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
The pass to Moutier. Back to Favors. Shoots over Culver. And Favors gets it to go in on the assist for Moutier. Moutier's got 5 assists in the game. Here's Che. That doesn't go either for Brown.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot off him. That's a whistle he did not want to hear. His second foul, and we're not even out of the first quarter.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Nerlens Noel checks in for Minnesota. Now here's Ayton. He's coming off a 22-point game against Orlando.
And there really was a physical aspect of his performance that was off the charts. He was taking it right at him, and he just kept getting those calls and getting to the line. You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Shot from 12. Brown, good. Shea's got 13 points.
Tons of attention on Shea. He's showing us that he can hoop.
Moutier against Brown. And Booker kicks to Moutier. Bridges passes to Ayton. Here's Moutier. Over Che. Off the left rim and out. For Minnesota, they've gone 8 of 15 from the field, shooting above 50% here tonight.
Che's showing a little bit of swag to his game right there. You don't see him gloat about it, but nice to see him up on the rim.
Moutier against Brown. Pass to Favors. Passes it to Ayton. On the wing, Booker. For 3, Bridges. Minnesota with the rebound. Here's Che. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
Some changes for Phoenix. Diallo, he's checked in for Favors. And Carmelo Anthony is subbed in for Moutier. Most every team now, Brett, looking to run when they can run. Who's the most lethal big man in transition? You get baseline to baseline in a hurry and make a difference at the other end.
Don't think I've seen any player do the type of things at his size and with his stride than Giannis. I just think there were eye-popping plays that people could not wrap their head around what it is he could do. Taking 2 steps from half court, lengthening out his right arm to finish at the rim, grabbing offensive rebounds from the block, not taking any steps and dunking it over the top and getting to the free throw line. Giannis running in transition as a big is a problem for the defense.
And all that on the offense, but on his defensive side, he was always doing the same kind of things defensively. Blocking Favors finds Oubre. And here's Diallo. Covered by Che. Diallo the pass to Oubre. It doesn't go for him. The Timberwolves go the other way with it.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Marcus Morris is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Walden. Then it's Che. And it's Culver in at the 2 spot. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, Kevin. Che in the last game against the Warriors was a man on a mission. He had an impressive number of points and played tremendous defense as well, really causing havoc on both ends of the floor. He racked up big numbers in what was a really good performance. Can he carry it over tonight? We'll see, Kevin.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention.
Diallo kicks to Booker, shoots over Culver. That one a tad offline to the right, but drops in for him.
Devin Booker up there in usage rate, usually one of the top 5 players in the NBA, and right there you can see why.
Shea, no good.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range.
Booker dishes to Mudiay. Out left to the wing. Outside Favors. Shot clock at 3. Booker. The Suns keeping it alive. A new 14. And that one's good by Favors.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Pass to Towns. Here's Brown. Mudiay with the rebound.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
And a wide open look for Shea. And that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. And a quick look at how the Suns' schedule is shaping up. On Sunday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they're off to New York to face the Knicks.
And Kevin, I think you have to look at this as an opportunity to take a step forward. Sometimes tough road trips can bring the best out of a team and bring you closer together.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Brown drives in. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Maybe that possession there just represents Che's rise to the NBA. Tough, nothing given. He comes through.
Mudiay finds Favors. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. He's off on the first. Andre Ayton's checked in for Diallo. So neither attempt will fall that time for him. And now it's Brown running. He can go all the way.
Exploiting errors by the offense, Che tries to run whenever he can.
For Phoenix, they've gone 7 of 13 from the field since the start of the second. Now the pass to Ayton. Back to Mudiay. Pass to Oubre. And here's Favors. He's got 12. Shot clock at 5. Mudiay pass to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
The skills growing maybe right in front of our eyes here for DeAndre Ayton.
Well, the development for DeAndre Ayton is going to be all about the pick and roll, both how he runs it and defends it.
I agree, Kevin. If he works with Devin Booker out there as an offensive threat and becomes a guy who can roll with good hands and finish, that's a key for their offense. And you look at his size defensively, he can be imposing.
It's tipped. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there. Let's take a look at the players who were the best on the glass a season ago. Third is Karl Anthony Towns.
What a season he had in the paint. I mean, his rebounding numbers really mind-boggling. Who wouldn't love to have a guy like that?
Feeds to Che. It's stolen by Mudiay. 3-on-3. Floats one up, and he sinks the layup. Moutier's got 4 points in the quarter.
You may see that one later on the highlight reel, toying with the defense there. Moutier, impressive.
Yep, that one goes. Brown's got the game tied up here for the Timberwolves.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for Phoenix. And Favors kicks to Moutier. Passes it to Ayton. Booker trying to free himself up. Favors makes it off the glass. Favors has got 14 points.
Guys, he can't miss. I swear, he was trying to miss that. He did not miss. That means he can't miss.
And it's Brown missing.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Took him no time at all on that one. Booker's got the lead up to 5 now for the Suns. Towns, no luck. Oubre outside. Good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists now in this one.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
And they double up Jay. Down low. Off the run. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. They get Derek Favors.
Really wild to think that there were doubts on Che's commitment to the game. He's proving himself and proving that he can hoop.
And Phoenix making a change here. Bridges checks in. Moutier against Brown. Bridges with it. Pass to Favors. And Morris comes over to help. Axel Walden with the steal. And now Walden pushing it up and no one back to stop him. And the dunk by Jay.
And passes like this brings teams closer together. AW is solid at just knowing when to deliver.
Moutier pass to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Ayton. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Slammed home and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. Emmanuel Moutier picks one up.
Can we say Che's imposing his will right now? Guys are banging around on the inside.
There's a lot of talk, Brent, about eliminating divisions, something that's been discussed. I think that's going to happen.
I don't understand what the divisions are. Do you?
No. We don't pay attention to the divisions.
We don't pay any attention to the divisions.
It's all about conference.
And we know that divisions end up helping in some ways with the playoff seedings, but it just seems strange today to have the divisions the way they are divided up. I think it helps when you're opening up a fish wrap in the morning if you check a traditional newspaper, but otherwise, there could be something that goes away soon.
And Brown throws it down hard.
So you just cannot have any fear. Once you commit to taking it to the hoop, Che's showing some guts.
Timeout called, the Suns.
And you look at how Towns is so effective on offense. And it's because he really has the entire package for a big man. Back to the basket, facing up, playing outside or in, off the bounce or on the catch. This guy can do it all.
On the wing, Booker. The pass to Ayton. Can they get it? No good from Booker. Timberwolves leading by 3. And Greg, as you said, it's the skill level of Towns at his young age that is so incredible.
Very capable 3-ball shooter. But he likes backing you down on the block as well. You step back and look at what he can do for a team. And there aren't really any holes in his game. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
And both free throws good for Wiggins.
And didn't shoot it all that well from the line in the first quarter. Doing a much better job now in the second, up over 80%.
At the top of the key. He feeds it to Bridges. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to be on Andrew Wiggins. The Suns have missed a few free throws up to this point, shooting 4-7 from the foul line tonight.
Taking 2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. Minnesota leading by 3. Brown inside, defended by Booker. Noel dishes to Brown. Got a piece of it. And here's the fast break. Paul leading the way. Happy to see that one go in for a second make in 5 attempts. Minnesota with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Che. He trains the quick shot. Brown's got 42 in the game.
It's just hard to believe that someone can perform at such a high level. They've got to thank him for this lead.
Booker inside. Brown on him. And the dunk by Jay.
Jay's showing a little bit of a mean streak right now to his game. Thinking dunk, getting dunked.
Here's Bridges. He kicks to Ayton. Back to Bridges. On the wing, Booker. Over Che. No good from Booker.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Brown, good.
It's never really easy to score in the NBA, but with the contact, that's big time from Che.
Suns trail by 7. 24 seconds left to play here in the half. Bridges passes to Ayton. Anthony finds Ayton. Booker with it. And the rejection by Towns.
And his foot movement is what makes Towns such a terrific shot blocker. He moves so well and can defend just about any position on the floor.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So and we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. Well, you look at Shea in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the way he goes at defenders, he is bound to get to the line just like he did there in that first half.
Yeah, almost inviting contact, that attack mentality on full display.
Devin Booker out there with Moutier. Then there's Ayton. Then there's Favors. And it's Oubre in at the 3. Who's out there for Phoenix. The three-pointer, no good. Timberwolves leading by 9. Here's Brown. That's in, coming off the assist from Axel Walden. Walden's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Moutier with it. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. Favors surveying the floor. And the rejection by Towns.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Oubre, and the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Oubre's got his 3rd basket of the night.
Stepping up in a tough spot. Like to see Oubre Jr. staying aggressive like this.
Here's Brown. Here's Towns. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Yeah, good job to take it right at them.
First trip to the line for him here. That free throw missing.
And for a player with his size, Towns has always been very comfortable at the free throw line. And that's a good thing because he finds himself there quite a bit.
Suns trail by 10. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Here's Moutier. 11 feet out, and he hits it. Moutier's got 8 points.
Yeah, just so crucial that Moutier becomes a very consistent mid-range shooter for this team. Like to watch him focus on improving that shot.
The baseline J, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. Pass to Ayton. And Favors kicks to Moutier. Passes to Ayton. Shoots over Towns. It's hauled in by Karl Anthony Towns. Towns has got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Here's Jay now. Plenty of space. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Oubre with it. He's picked up by Walden. Oubre dishes to Booker. Morris against Ayton. Booker outside. Clock at 4. A 3-ball. Offensive rebound. Here's Ayton, and Ayton throws it down.
Ayton's so big inside, he turns a miss into an opportunity.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Brown against Moutier. Doubled by Oubre. Here's Brown. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there, Kevin. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
Favors in the post. Covered by Morris. Oubre can't get it to go.
Having a hand up in your face makes such a difference to a shooter.
Yeah, as good as you can do without getting a block there to defend. Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Booker outside. Pass to Favors. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota with the rebound.
Well, he creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and you just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
And this is the connection AW has with his guys. Knows exactly when to go for the alley-oop.
Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. There's the pass to Ayton. Shoots over Towns. And it's Ayton missing.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
All of that earned right there. It's become Che's mantra since he's gotten into the NBA.
He's been spending quite a bit of time at the foul line. This is trip number 6.
And you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Here's what Phoenix has got going on right now. Diallo comes in for Derek Favors, and it's Bridges in for Oubre. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. The Suns have made 2/3 of their free throws tonight, 6 of 9 to be exact.
At the line for your Suns,
And he knocks down the first one. Elford pick. Now Ball. He's got 7. Back to Diallo. Ball, the pass to Anthony. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wiggins has got 4 rebounds in this game. Brown had a hand on it. And now the Suns, a fast break. Anthony leading the charge. Here's what the Timberwolves have lined up on their schedule. They'll be playing against Draymond Green and the Golden State Warriors. And then on Wednesday, they'll face off against DeAndre Jordan and the Brooklyn Nets. For Phoenix, they have gone 7 of 11 from the line.
And Melo's still bringing the passion to the floor no matter what's going on around. he's still going to be a gamer.
Derek Favors checked in for Phoenix. Minnesota also with the sub. Culver's checked in. Courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here's a peek at the league's top scorers from a season ago. Fourth, Che.
And looking back, his points per game really underscored the fact that he never took a game off. I mean, one special performance after another all season long.
And he's been rock solid at the free throw line tonight. A little bit of an unexpected bonus for them.
Brown against Booker. Charity stripe shot. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Wiggins has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
The easiest way to score. Che getting to the rim for the dunk.
And it's Phoenix's ball. They're on a 12-4 run. Anthony right side. Back to ball. Booker outside. Just 5 to shoot. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. Booker's got 9.
Love the confidence of Devin Booker. When he gets a screen, he knows what he wants to do.
Here's Che. Yet another bucket.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now. And stolen by Che. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Devin Booker.
Back when I first saw him in Summer League, one of the things that I liked about Che is that he invites the contact, does not shy away from those kind of plays.
Marcus Morris is checked in for the Timberwolves. Now, here's Bridges. 10 points for him. Booker outside. Fires for 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. 12 points for him.
Trying more and more to utilize the three-pointer. It's a good idea. That's his second 3 of the game. 1 in each half.
Pick up the pace. Get the 2 for 1 here.
Be smart, but execute at the same time. Let's see what they do.
Ball feeling it out a bit. Pass to Booker. Pocket 6. Beyond the arc. Morris with the rebound.
And they continue to control the glass.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
We get a chance to come here early, so watching shoot around Kevin before the game, we were remarking that Che was out there kind of cracking up with his teammates out there, enjoying the atmosphere. Really, really personable guy.
And here's Booker. A shot off that time. And so it's Minnesota going into the break with a 10-point lead. They've set the tone. They love their tempo. They're going to be very tough to stop. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. Timberwolves leading by 10. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this 4th quarter. And so in the game for the Timberwolves, Culver the off guard with Wiggins at the 3. Morris is out there with Noel. And it's Che in at the 1 spot. 16 feet away. That shot off. And Minnesota now the other way. And the dunk by Che.
How about the recognition from Culver? Terrific at realizing when the defense has broken down.
The Suns shooting a respectable 47% from the field in this one. Wiggins against Ball. Booker the bounce pass. 5 to shoot. Oubre finds Booker. Over Che. Minnesota with the rebound. Wiggins has got his 6th rebound on the night.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Suns trail by 14. Booker with it. Favors dishes to Booker. Out to Anthony. Over Morris. Anthony with the bucket.
Melo operating in the mid-range, he does such a great job of finding open areas out there where he knows he can dominate.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. First free throw is good.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
Emmanuel Moutier's checked in for ball. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Great to see when Melo spots his open teammate, good at noticing the overcommitment that time.
Passes it to Noel. Back to Brown. Carmelo Anthony comes up with the rebound. Anthony's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Up top, Moutier. He's covered by Brown. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Culver. And then Culver with the dunk.
And the decision-making proving to be outstanding. Culver just has a knack for taking advantage of the D in the open floor.
Shea's shot is off.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, what a waste of a trip down the floor.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
2 shots.
That free throw, no good. And the Timberwolves making a change here. Towns is checked in. And he sinks the second. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Minnesota Timberwolves. It's a 13-point game. Shoots over Oubre. Here's Towns. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Ayton, he's checked in for Phoenix. Suns trail by 16. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Favors kicks to Moutier. Back to Favors. Shot clock at 6. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Phoenix, no good that time either.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
For Phoenix, they've gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. Brown outside. And the dunk by Brown.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
Booker outside. Launches it. Morris with the rebound. Morris has got his 5th rebound in this one. And Culver gets it to go on the assist by Wiggins. Wiggins has got 5 assists tonight.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Pass to Favors. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. Now Ayton. To end the run, the dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That one is on Towns. Walden, he's checked in for Wiggins. Free throw drops for Ayton. Brent, a lot of teams will be paying that luxury tax, and that is a tough thing for a lot of owners to swallow. Is this the best method to deter teams from going over the cap, overspending, and outspending smaller markets?
you're hitting the nail on the head, Kevin, because there are some teams, as much as you said it's tough for some teams to swallow, there are other teams that never see that pill.
Right.
And they're willing to go as far as they need to go in order to put a championship team on the floor. It seems to be working, but the question you have for me, was it a deterrent right now? I don't know if it's as significant as it needs to be. We know the repeater tax certainly hurts some teams, but there are still teams that are willing to spend, Kevin, and that's really tough on small market teams who want to avoid that at all costs.
Moutier against Brown. Moutier pass to Favors. That one, no good. Towns with the defensive effort. A three from AW. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Brown's got 4 assists now tonight.
Now you can tell he knows the game. Che, with great feel, finds the open man.
Looking to get back on track here. Che with the block. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Brown. And the Suns call time here.
And Coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high-efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
For 3, Booker cans it from downtown. Booker's got 10 points here in the second half.
And in that first half, guys, they didn't shoot nearly as many threes as they have here in the second, trying to use that shot to stay in the game.
On the wing, AW. Covered by Oubre. And it's Brown missing.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Here's Booker. There's the feed to Favors. Towns with the defensive effort. Timberwolves leading by 15. And Jay gets it to go on the assist by Towns.
Boy, has he put his foot on the pedal here this quarter. He's doing a terrific job in terms of leading their offense.
Moutier against Brown. Booker outside. Now the dish to Oubre. 5 on the clock. From outside the arc. Here's Favors. This is to Ayton. Second shot opportunity. And there's the pass to Booker. And here's Favors. It's hauled in by Brown.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Wasted no time on that one. Brown's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game.
Booker outside. All sorts of time. Here's Favors. Good for his 8th field goal. He's attempted a dozen shots.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
Here's Brown. Here's Towns. And no good that time. Some solid defense from Ayton.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
A nice shot by Booker.
You have to be alert if you're guarding Devin Booker. He's terrific at cutting apart the defense with the dribble move.
Here's Che. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Suns trail by 17. Now Moutier pass to Ayton. Kicks it to Booker. The 3. Minnesota with the rebound. Towns has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Good, he hits again.
81 on the night, channeling his inner Mamba right now.
There is no slowing this guy down. He is on fire. Poked away. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here. Here's Moutier. Over Che. Just 5 on the clock. Great open look there. Ayton's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Maybe trying to find a little bit more space and ball movement to get guys open at the three-point line.
Poke loose. Oubre outside. Shoots over Walden, and it's Phoenix scoring again.
Capable of hurting you with that kind of jump shot.
And so Brown will bring it up for the Timberwolves. And the rejection by Favors. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Ayton. And Minnesota has possession. 16-point lead. Here's Che. Rebound by the Suns. Favors is... Ball's knocked loose and taken away by Brown. Morris finds Brown. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Yeah, looking for a miracle worker out there is the opposing coaching staff. I don't know that they have one. This game seems to be well in hand.
Brown no good on the free throw. Phoenix has gone 2 of 5 on three-point shots since the end of the third quarter. Pass to Oubre, jacks up a 3, and another assist for him.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. Here's Che, and another one falls. Amazing.
He's scoring at an insane level here, folks. The defense powerless to slow him down.
Yeah, he's on a mission, closing in on third place all-time in scoring. Moutier with the basket.
So much of a floater is about balance and control, and Moutier had that on display in spades.
To the paint. Morris trying to free himself up.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Timberwolves.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And they've taken control of the season series. This brings them to 2-0 with 1 game left against this squad.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Che.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Ayton, the pass to Jerome. And bird rights an important element in structuring the salary cap. Can you tell the viewers exactly what that means?
What it means, Kevin, is you have the ability to go into the above the tax to sign your own player, and so it doesn't cost you in terms of tax dollars. So if a player finishes his season, you have bird rights on that player. You can negotiate a number that's not going to impact your bottom line and cut into your salary cap. So very important when teams are maneuvering around and trying to get players on their roster for a season or two, that after that second season or third season over, that the bird rights still remain for them to extend him even further to keep him around the culture.
Johnson kicks to Anthony. Ayton inside. Noel on him, and that one's good.
Ayton very much used to the defense collapsing and having some bodies around him, but just brushes them off.
Out of bounds, Phoenix takes possession.
I know people can't see you, Kevin, but you're doing what I'm doing, scratching your head to that turnover.
On the inbound, and Carter lays it up and in.
Well, at this point, they're just trying to get back in sync. You want to play a good brand of basketball.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
And they came in determined to take this one. It's going to be a happy flight home.
Yeah, when you step into an opposing team's arena and you can play with this type of composure, Boy, that food tastes good on the way out of town.
Lobs it up for Anthony. Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. The drive by Che, and got it! Another basket.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages. Inside, here's Anthony. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
That's a time where coaches are telling you wrap up the offensive player. Hard to do with Carmelo Anthony, so strong when going to the rim.
It's Brown with the drive. Johnson with the block. Outside Anthony. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,